This is a shrub rose, a hybrid musk, and we're going to prune this to outward facing buds. Now, outward facing buds are buds that arise, and when the growth starts it would actually grow away from the main hub of the plant. That will give us a nice open bulb structure, which is what we're after. You could also though sort of say there's never a true outward facing bud that's correct, so as long as the growth is going to be away from the plant, that'll be sort of quite acceptable. It's not going to cause problems is what you're looking for. So for instance, a really good outward facing bud is that one, and we would do a pruning cut, something like that. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 and several buds at the bottom, so there's more than 5 there. As you go through, you'll be wanting to do your dead disease damaged, get rid of all of that material because that's no good to you. And then I always sort of apply the basics that it's easier to sort of think twice because you can't stick it back on. So go at it slowly. You can always come in and take more off. Right, we have a dead piece down here. It's died back to there. Dieback's going down the back of the stem, so I think I could take it there, but I think it will continue to die, so I'm actually going to prune it back to the main stem there, which is healthier material. Sometimes when the rose bushes get a little bit too high and too tall, you can actually reduce the height or reduce the width, and you simply do that by coming in and taking the main stem back down to the next joint. That's made the bush theoretically smaller, and the same principle would apply if I wanted to lower this stem down here. One could prune it down to there. If the rose bush has got too wide or too tall and you wanted to make it a little bit smaller, you could actually take some of the centres out. For instance, taking that out down to there and pruning that properly would make the bush smaller. Taking that down to there would theoretically make the bush shorter. What I wouldn't necessarily do is go wading in and cut everything really hard back down to this big growth down the bottom here. You will lose flowers for about 2 or 3 years in doing that whilst the plant builds up again. It needs this framework to actually flower from. So always worth just going in nice and easily, and at the end do your height and width adjustments accordingly once you see what you've got left.